Plaintiff Brianna Taylor met the defendant in 7th grade, and by high school they were best friends. Brianna claims they went to college together, but started spending less time together. And Brianna's suing her today for the balance due on a loan. Defendant Dominique Gray says the reason she stopped spending time with Brianna is because Brianna was always with her boyfriend. Dominique insists she was repaying Brianna for the loan.
Start with you.
All right, so I met Dominique in the 7th grade. We were both part of the Academic Center at Morgan Park. There, we continued on to high school. She was the captain of the bowling team. I was the cheerleader, and we became best friends during high school. And at that point, we decided to go to the same college, which was U of I in Champaign. Our first weekend, we had a lot of fun, great parties and stuff like that, but only the first weekend because I'm not really a partier. She is. And from that, that kind of messed up our friendship a little bit because we were hanging out less and less.
Going in different directions. Mm-hmm. Did you finish, or what's the status now of you all's education?
No, I just withdrew this semester.
Why?
I just found out I'm suffering from bipolar depression, so I just wanted to take a break from that.
Okay, good. Get yourself healthy. Go on back.
That's the plan.
Young people who say they're going to take a break, they don't go back. They get a little job, they get a little car, and they think that's fine because they're still living in the parents' house, so they don't really have many bills. The little job pays for, if the parent doesn't, car insurance, maybe a little $200 car note. So they're paying $300 a month for a car, and that's the only bill. Maybe they're giving mom or daddy or the household $100. They might bring home $1,200 a month. And so all you take it away is $400. So they got $800 in my pocket a month, $200 a week. What I need school for when your parents leave or put you out. That's what you need it for, because you're going to need to take care of yourself. And so young people stay in there because if you don't return, you're going to be underpaid, put it that way. People who don't have at least a trade, training, or a degree these days, you're stuck with minimum wage jobs. All right, let's hear from you. Give me your background on your friendship, and then I'm going to ask you what happened with school as well.
Like she said, we was friends since 7th, 8th grade. Went to the same school, and freshman year, we did some partying, a few frat parties here and there. I'm not that big of a partier, as she says, but compared to her, I party. So we also did a lot of chilling in the dorm room. I always stayed at her dorm. It was practically my home, even though it wasn't my home. Sophomore year came, and we both moved out of the dorm. She moved in with her boyfriend. I moved in with mine, but mine stayed with friends, so it was kind of like a group home. So that was the difference between us two, and then we started seeing less of each other. She moved. She was with her boyfriend, so I would come over. We would still have game nights, but we didn't go out. It was none of that. And that's why I would say everything shifted then when she moved with her boyfriend. And they had
Where you at in school?
So I'm still doing school in U of I, but from Chicago.
Good.
So I'm doing summer classes.
Good. What year you in?
My last.
Oh, great.
Finish up.
Great. Congratulations. Okay. What's your major in?
Entrepreneurship, so business management.
Good.
Yeah.
Great. And she's suing you about a loan today. What's that for?
So I loaned Dominique $677
When?
in total in January of 2018.
Okay.
And that loan was to have her register for her U of I classes. And at the time, she was supposed to get a refund check to pay me back the money. But what ended up happening was something with her credits wasn't right at U of I. So she had to transfer to the community college down there. So we talked about it for a little while then, and I was told in February that she would be getting a refund check, but it would be a lot smaller, and but that she would give me the money. In March, she gave me $300 because she got part of her refund check, and she said that it was split up. I asked her, okay, well, will I be getting the rest of this hopefully by the end of March? But I knew she wasn't working at the time. She was just full-time in school. But I asked her, will I be getting it by the end of March? She said, yeah. So I said, okay. The end of March comes. I text her to try to get more information. I'm like, okay, am I going to get the money? She responds with, I had to use the refund check for my books. I don't have any money. I know she doesn't have a job. I understand that the school and stuff is important. So I'm just like, okay, well, when can I get the money at this point? I don't know. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. I'm looking for a job. Okay, cool. In April, we talked, and she had just told me she had finally started working, and we had set on a date. She basically explained to me through text message, I'm gonna pay you something. I'll quick pay you something when I get paid next Friday. That next Friday came. By that point, I did reach out to her sister to try to ask for advice on how I should deal with the situation because it had been months and I still hadn't gotten the money, but I really desperately needed the money. So I didn't ask her sister for money. I asked her, how should I deal with Dominique? Do you have any suggestions on how I can go about this situation? Dominique found out about that because her sister finally brought it up to her. And at that point, because I went to Dominique's sister for advice, she got upset and told me that our friendship was over and that at that point she blocked me. So I can't call, can't text, can't Facebook, and I don't have any
When was the last time you all spoke of it?
April. It's in April.
Okay. Let me hear from you, ma'am.
Like she said, that was how it went with the money situation. It was a school loan. Me and her tend to do this. It's a pattern. Sometimes she loans, I loan money to her and she loans money to me. This wasn't the first time, and in previous occasions, she has received her money back. There has been times where I loaned to her and it took her a while to get it, but I received my money back. It's a friendship. We work with each other. We
The money was loaned January of 18. Did she tell you how long?
There was never, so it was as you go. And I let her know, you know, she knows that I wasn't working. So I was trying.
Mm-hmm.
I was making my attempts as I could. But
when
like she
was the
said,
last payment?
the $300 was the last payment.
And that was April?
February.
February?
She got the dates. So after that, I had to use the money for my books.
So you still owe her.
Right.
You know, I hate to see this because you're in school and you all did it for school. You believe she did it for her books as well?
I do.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to grant you your judgment, and I'm going to help you with the judgment, or I'll help you with something, all right? So you don't have to come out your pocket. All right, I'll help you as a student, as a good student.
That's
All
great.
right. Good luck to you, ladies.
Thank
Proud
you.
of you. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I'm just glad to have won. He said it's not coming out of her pocket. I don't care that it's not coming out of her pocket. I just would have liked the money because I do need it. Nothing, no hard feelings. I didn't end the friendship, she did.
I'm glad she got her money too, because at the end of the day, I know how it feels to not be able to provide for yourself. So I'm happy for her too. So